Hello students. So we had already discussed about invertebrates. So now we will be discussing about vertebrates. Now vertebrates have a vertebral column, that means they have a well developed backbone. So all the vertebrates, they have a closed circulatory system. What it means? Closed circulatory system means the blood circulation in the body takes place by definite blood vessels. They have well developed nervous system. Their hearts may be of 2, 3 or 4 chambered. The animals, they have a head, trunk and 2 pairs of limbs. And many of their body functions are controlled by the brain. Vertebrates are further divided into 5 classes, and they are fishes, amphibia, reptilia, aves, mammalia. Fishes, amphibia, reptilia, aves, mammalia. Now, first we will discuss about fishes. All types of fishes comes under this class. So, fishes, they are the aquatic animals and they have a streamlined body. That is, streamlined body means it is a shape such that it helps to reduce the friction between a fluid and an object moving through the fluid. So, the shape of the bodies of fish, that shape is a streamlined shape. The skin is covered with scales, limbs modified into fins. They breathe with the help of gills. They have a heart with 2 chambers and they have fins which help them to swim. They are cold-blooded animals. Now, cold-blooded animals means they can change their body temperature with the temperature of the surroundings. Cold-blooded animals means the animals who can change their body temperature with the temperature of the surroundings. Means where they are staying, they can adapt that temperature. They can change their body temperature according to the temperature of the surroundings. Some common examples are shark, rohu, katla, then dogfish, seahorse. These all comes under class fishes. Amphibia. These are the animals that live both on land and in water. They lay their eggs in water. They are also cold-blooded animals. They have a 3-chambered heart. Frogs is a very good example of amphibians because these young frogs, they are tadpoles. They swim in water and they breathe through their gills. So when they stay in water, in the young stages, they breathe through gills. Whereas when they becomes adult, they breathe through lungs. On land, when they are staying, they breathe through lungs and by skin or through skin when they are present in water. So young frogs or tadpoles, they breathe through gills, and the adult one, when they are staying on land, they breathe through lungs and by skin in water. They have thin, smooth, moist and slippery skin. For example, frog. So frogs have thin, smooth, moist and slippery skin. They lay their eggs in water. Young frogs, they breathe through gills and they swim in water. Adult amphibians, they breathe through lungs on land and skin in water. They are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals means their body temperature changes with the temperature of the surroundings. Reptilia. These are the animals that crawl. So most reptiles, they live on land, while others, they live in water. So they have a rough and dry skin, and that rough and dry skin is covered with scales. They breathe through lungs. They are also cold-blooded animals, and they have a heart of 3 chambers. They lay eggs on land. They have 2 pairs of legs. Common examples of reptiles: lizard, snake, crocodile, alligators, tortoise. These all are the examples of reptiles. Aves. These are the animals with feathers. There is all birds will come to this class. Now they are warm-blooded animals. That means their body temperature does not change with the temperature of the surroundings. Cold-blooded animals means their body temperature changes with the temperature of the surrounding. And warm-blooded animals means their body temperature does not change with the temperature of the surroundings. Their body is covered with feathers. Their forelimbs are modified into wings. Forelimbs means the hands. They are modified, according to ours, it's the hands. Forelimbs are modified into wings. And their hind limbs are used for walking, perching and swimming. Hind limbs are for, that is the legs. They breathe through lungs. And they have a very light skeleton. That's why they can fly. They have a light skeleton. Why? Because their bones have large air cavities. The bones have a large hollow cavities are there, and they have air cavities, and they have a light skeleton. For this matter, they can fly. So this feature helps them to fly. They have horny beaks. They lay eggs. They do not have teeth. They lay eggs which have a hard shell. They have 4-chambered heart. So, aves have 4-chambered heart. Some common examples include crow, sparrow, parrot, etc. Mammalia. These are the animals that produce milk. And all the animals like cow, dog, lion, camel, tiger, human beings belongs to this class, Mammalia. They are also warm-blooded animals. They have hairs on their body. They are able to give birth to young ones. They have 4-chambered heart. They have external ear, nose and specialized teeth. And they have mammary glands. And this mammary glands, they have mammary glands. They are able to produce milk for their babies. And most mammals have a tail and 4 limbs. 2 forelimbs, F-O-U-R, 4 limbs. They have 2 hands and 2 legs. So, it's the time for home assignments. Fill in the blanks. The backbone is also called dash. All vertebrates have a dash circulatory stem. Dash live both on land and in water. Dash have horny beaks and no teeth. And dash give birth to young ones. So students, we had finished this chapter here. And I hope that all of you understood this chapter. In our next class, we will be discussing the question answers. I will be giving you the question answers in our next class. And you have to write down these question answers or home assignments in your leftover pages of your old assignment copy or weekly test copy or classwork or homework copy. So, we are finishing this chapter here now. Thank you.